As leaders and as agile coaches, we faced the challenge that we got in touch with multiple cultures, but also different levels of agile maturity during agile transformations. And this is a high risk, because if we do not respect the more agile-minded people, then we're gonna lose them. So my name is Mirko Kleiner, and we faced exactly this situation with Local Search. They call themselves the Google of Switzerland. So what was the challenge at Local Search? Local Search is a company with 1,000 employees, and they do a lot of revenue, as you can expect, similar to Google. So from an economical point of view, they do not even have a problem, right? But on the other hand, they did a lot of mergers and acquisitions in the past, so their systems and organization was kind of a legacy. So they run a lot of projects. They had more ideas than they could deliver. In fact, they even stopped delivering at all, because they became unable to deliver bigger chunks. So to kickstart the transformation, where we wanted to transform 100 people and all their systems and organization behind, we were looking for a totally different approach. By the way, this was only possible because a new CEO arrived, and he made a call, a top-down call. We need to have fixed that within that time box. That was really strange for the agile-minded people. So how did we start? We started with an agile transformation team, and we started working on an organization reference model. So that was kind of abstract, and the team also started to support an EMS on their reorganization of the business goals, agile portfolio management, and so forth. But we all agreed in the transformation team that we couldn't just make another top-down call and say, this is it, this is your organization. We just didn't know. It was a complex problem. So we went another way. We started to include all the 100 people. So we run 3 workshops, and the first one was challenge our model. Because we had, from this more than 100 people, some of them were very experienced, others had no idea what we are talking about. So bringing them together, mixing them up in groups, they could answer all their questions themselves. We added some lightning talks from teams that were already running Scrum with all their goods and downsizes. There were very honest discussions. Furthermore, we also asked them to, for example, what kind of practices do we have at all in our company? They called them guilds. Then we thought, that's awesome. Let's continue that way. So we, on a second day, again with the, more than 100 people, we let them self-select first into the practices, and then so with the practices they had a safe home base. Out of the practices they self-selected into more than 12 Scrum teams. The third day was all about alignment. So the EMS, they brought their strategic business goals for the next quarter, and the teams pulled based on their mission and started to slice down. They even created their floor plan where they will work as a team, because nobody knew what makes sense. Do we have to seat this team here and the other there? Oh no, they have interdependencies. So this is how it was looking like. And as you can see, there are still a lot of dependencies. So we started to resolve these dependencies. and we had another slight moves of expertise between the teams. And on the fourth day, they started working. So what was the outcome? So first of all, we respected the agile mindset of the people that were already on a very high level. They felt part of the game. Second, from a company perspective, it was a very effective approach, but it turned out they now really deliver as a whole company. Some learnings. Initially, I said this top-down call regarding the time boxing. That was kind of strange, but it released a lot of energies. We have to. There is a dead end. We need to find solutions. Our cross-functional transformation team consisted not just of managers. We put in all the leaders representing all the departments from all the possible levels. There was even a developer part of it. That helped a lot. They became promoters. If we would do it again, we would invest in monitoring. So we lost some of the people on the way. We would also insist in a strict separation of the line organization discussions and the agile transformation. Because in parallel, there was a change program redoing the line organization. And that was really tough for us. So, one more thing I would like to add. We've learned that as agile coaches and leaders, we need to eat our own dog food. So if we tell individuals and interactions over processes and tools, then we need to apply that also to agile transformations. For me, it feels now very wrong to make top-down calls during agile transformations. Thank you very much.
What do you specifically mean by the line organization?
So the question was what I mean regarding the line organization. So line organization in terms of hierarchy. Is that answering your question?
What specifically? You mean like reporting line?
Reporting lines, exactly.
Okay.
The question was the top-down call regarding the time box promoting or hindering the transformation? Looking backwards, it was promoting, but it was a specific context. So I wouldn't say you have to do that all the time. It could release energies to promote and speed up things.